What's up, y'all? Currently in Santa Barbara, Cali. I just thought I'd roll down here just to see what the area is like, so I wanted to do just a little bit of exploring. It's definitely a beautiful town. I'm gonna get out, walk around for a little bit, just to see how it is. It feels such like island vibes, especially with the palm trees. If you just go ahead and look and you see, but yeah, honestly, it's such a beautiful place. Something about just them palm trees, man, just does it for me. So yeah, we'll take a couple videos, just see what it's like around here. I'm gonna get out, get some fresh air, and walk around and see what the town is like. You barely see me out here at Santa Barbara shooting some shots. One of the things I think about all the time is, am I truly using my gift to show it to the world? And if I'm not, my other question I ask myself is, why not? You know, sometimes I feel like I'm hiding my gift from the world, or I feel like maybe I'm not using my gift to the fullest extent because I'm so worried about other things, what people might think, and things like that. So that's one of the things I'm working on. You know, how do you balance both of the two between them? So even me just walking like this, while all these people around is, you know, working on my insecurities and basically having a I don't give a fuck mentality. But I hear some music and smell some food, so see what's going on over here. But that's one of the things I think about, and I think it's pretty good to kind of like share my opinion and insight of how I'm feeling, because I know sometimes other people go through the same things. But let's see what this music is about. I would say that the one thing that I do really love about Cali is the mountains in the background. Like just walking everywhere, seeing the beach on one side, but being able to see the beautiful mountains in the back is something that just adds just a different feeling to not only the earth, but the environment. So, yeah. You know, one of the things I noticed is that when it comes to just walking your journey and what your life is, you can never try to be extraordinary, out of the box, or who you're supposed to be if you always constantly try to fit in. Nobody ever has tried to fit the mold and stood out. You can't stand out trying to fit in. It's only when you don't try to fit in and you stand out that you actually make a difference, not only in the people around you, but for yourself in your life. So that's just one of the things that I've kind of like taken with me, is don't try to fit in, you know, because when you're younger, you're always trying to fit in. But, you know, there's this poster that I have, and when I was growing up younger, used to be in my mom's house, it would be a pink flamingo in Antarctica, out of all places, and a bunch of white polar bears in the back. And it said, don't try to fit in when you're born to stand out. And I think about it recently, and I'm like, every time you try to fit in, you're never going to fit in if you're trying to stand out. If you're ever trying to do something different, you're not going to fit in. It's impossible, so don't try to. So it's just one of the things I noticed. And the reason, again, why I say that is because a lot of times I noticed there were moments in my life, a lot of moments in my life, where I was constantly trying to fit in, asking if what I was doing was right, because it was different, so different than what everybody else was doing. And I constantly noticed in different environments that I always went that I was always doing something different. I always had like a different idea, I always thought different, like I never felt like I was fitting in. And the problem with that is I didn't need to try to fit in. I just needed to try to be myself, because being yourself is the only thing you need to fit deeper into who you are. And so that's why I really believe that they say your brain doesn't really develop until you're 25, because you spend the first, 18 to 22 years, some people 25 or 27 years trying to be like everyone else. But this world wasn't meant for everyone to be the same. This world wasn't meant to be copy-paste, replica personalities and accomplishments. This world was meant for you to be who you are. And that's one of the things I'm starting to realize as I turn, 25, coming up soon. A long ways from now, but yeah, just coming up soon. And it's just like, I need to stop trying to fit in and just start trying to fit who I am, and that right there is so freeing, because you realize like like I said, you're never going to stand out by trying to fit in, and you weren't meant to be. Everybody has a unique talent and gift that they're meant to keep to themselves in order for themselves to help them out. And so that's just one of the things that I realized, and it took me a long time to come to grips with that. It took me a long time to realize that and be comfortable in that fact that I'm never really going to fit in, because I always think different and I'm always, just on a different type of level and timing. And I understand why people move. I'll be like, why is everybody moving to LA? Like, I'm out here in Cali and it's beautiful. When I was growing up, I would watch all the YouTubers that would move out to LA to shoot content, act, do all those type of things. I'd be like, why is everybody leaving their cities, their hometowns, just to come out here? Or you see people trying to go to Miami, or you see all these people trying to go to these different places, and you wonder, like, why are these people doing that? It's because they know that environment is the biggest predictor of success and your outcome and your life. So it's about proximity, and it's about getting as close to those networks, those connections. And no, not everybody makes it, but they're trying to give themselves a chance. And I still ask my question, because I'm doing pretty well right now, God willing. But it's just like, if I was to lose everything today, what would I do? And I would just go back to what I know how to do. One, hustling, making money legally, obviously. But two, just doing what I love, picking up a camera and shooting some content, and talking to it. And I've always loved that, and that'll never die. And I think I need to stop holding that in my heart and start giving it out to the world. And so if I could give you anything, it would stop holding what you have in your heart and give it out to the world. Start creating what you need for you and let other people be able to see it, So get back to just enjoying this weather out here. The sun is getting ready to set right behind me. It looks so beautiful, honestly. And the last thing that I would have to say, not that I tell like other people, and also realize too with myself, because there was something that I wanted to do, and I was like, I don't know if I should do it or not, and then I seen somebody doing it. I was like, yo, that I should do it. And I was like, why did I have to take me to see someone else doing it to want to do it? Why does someone else doing it have to make it okay for me? Why? Because I was scared, because I didn't know if that was something I was able to do. And then I asked myself, I told myself, I was like, don't wait for somebody else to do something just for you to do it. If you want to do something, go ahead and do it. Don't wait for someone else to be confirmation that, I can go ahead and do it now. Because I feel like sometimes that's our own fear and subconsciousness holding us back. We want to constantly feel fight, fight, something like that. Yeah, fight, flight, or something. I don't remember the whole thing. But we constantly want to always feel protected, feel safe, and we hate feeling uncomfortable. So we're going to wait for everyone else to do it before we think it's okay to do it. But why do we think like that? Why do I have to wait for someone else to do something just for it to mean that it's okay? Why don't I just go do it? And then what's crazy is everyone else is going to think it's okay. So that's just one of the things I realized. And that's really probably the last thing that I'll end this video off with, talking too many people's heads off. But being out here in Cali is a different vibe. It feels free. It feels amazing. Like, even you can just see the trees behind me and in front of me. So it's definitely just amazing vibes. And it's different from Florida, because Florida is like, it's nice, it's palmy, but it's expensive at the same time, and it feels like rushed. Whereas Cali, like, even the way the trees are standing to the lean and to the left, it makes you feel like everything's okay. Like, it's closer to island time to where we're just chilling, or we're just vibing. People have money here and everything like that. And I'm not saying it doesn't have some of the same vibes as, Miami or like some of the cities in Florida, but in South Florida. But here, at least, it feels like everything is like the wave. It's just flowing, right? Everything is free. People are more who they are and show up expressed as themselves. And that's the first thing I noticed when I got here, is no one is afraid to express fully who they are, whoever they are. And I was like, that's such a beautiful thing to have, to be able to fully express who you are. I'm be honest, before I came to Cali, I thought everyone in Cali was crazy. But I realized people in Cali aren't crazy. They're just secure in expressing who they are as an individual. And that's something that, a lot of us have repressed or haven't come to terms with, or especially us younger generation, we're still working on accepting who we are. Hey, look, that's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will post this, so you guys stay tuned for more, because I'm gonna have more coming out and more following. But appreciate you guys that's still here. Thank you.